Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? So I just seen this article, and I'm gonna leave the article in the comment section, man. Once this live goes up, I'm driving right now, so once I get a chance to stop, I'll leave a link to the article in the comment section, man. I seen Joe Host pop in. What's good? I'm driving, man, so I can see your comment real quick, Joe Host. But everybody else that's joining, I won't be able to read the comments, man, until I look at the archive. All right, it's gonna be real quick. My battery is low as hell. You just heard the text message. My battery's low right now, so hopefully I can get everything I want to say out real quick. But I just seen this article on the Daily Mail, and it's saying that Luis Ortiz has until Tuesday to decide if he wants to fight with Anthony Joshua. All right. Now, we did hear Eddie Hearn in his interview say that he said that Ortiz and their team said that 6 weeks wasn't enough time for him to get prepared for Anthony Joshua. Then I know my man Cali Enigma, shouts out to him, go sub to his channel. He said that we know that he's close to Team Ortiz, and they said that that was not true at all. So that comes down to who you believe. But one thing I will say is it could have been used if they did say that. Let's say they did say that. They could have used it as a negotiation tactic if that was said. But for new information to come out today saying that he has until next Tuesday, so they're going back to it, that lets you know that something was there. So they didn't just rule it out, all right? In my opinion, at least, they didn't just rule it out, all right? So as far as the money situation, I'm just curious about it. I mean, I can care less what Luis Ortiz gets, but I'm just curious about if they're going to offer Jarrell Miller, what was it, 6 million, 7 million? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, one of them numbers. Will they offer Ortiz the same? Will they try to give him lower money than that? Will they try to, is Ortiz and his team, are they trying to get more money? Who really knows, man? But yeah, and then also in this article that I'm going to link to you guys from the Daily Mail, if you guys haven't read it yet, they also said in that article that Michael Hunter Jr. seems to be the next guy in line if they can't get this organized with Ortiz, all right? And also, according to the article, one of the reasons why they're giving Ortiz until next Tuesday is because the New York State Athletic Commission is going to observe the protocol for Jarrell Miller's B sample, all right? So I don't know if there's a glimmer of hope left for him. I'm not sure, man. But from what I know, Jarrell Miller will not be fighting Anthony Joshua. At least that's the news that's out there for us, and that's what everybody's going with. All right. But it gave me, some hope, man. When I seen this article, I'm like, man, Luis Ortiz going to have until next Tuesday. So they can try to get this fight together, man, because that's the fight that everybody really wants. Yes, I did do a video yesterday saying that I would be happy if Michael Hunter Jr. got the opportunity. I pretty much said everything in that video, so no reason for me to rehash why I would be happy for Michael Hunter Jr. If you didn't hear it, go to that video and listen to it, all right? But let me tell you some things that I don't like. Man, you never know, and this isn't about Anthony Joshua. This is about anybody that's holding a world title, man. You don't know when the opportunity is going to come to get a title shot, all right? You don't know. So, Adam Konowski, man, I like Adam, right? I like him. But his team, all right, the words going to come out of his mouth, but a representative of his team, his manager was saying that, Adam doesn't want the fight. He said that his manager said that his team Konowski and Al Heyman have a deal put together for Adam to fight on PBC sometime in the summer, and that's great for him. But man, I just I would want to jump on this opportunity. I wish I could hear from Adam and how he feels about it, not his manager, but how he feels deep down inside as a fighter about this opportunity. Just 6 weeks, man. Look, I heard, okay, for 6 weeks to me, in my opinion, is enough time. I heard Andre Ward say something a few weeks ago, man, and it was so true, because this is how I always felt about fighters. Andre Ward said, "Look, you get it when you become a boxer, you get in shape one time, and then just stay in shape, and then just stay in shape." You know what I mean? So when fighters said, then Pulev, I heard he didn't, they said that he didn't want it either. I know he suffered a nasty cut. Even when his name was brought up and I had him as one of my options, I'm just assuming that his cut should be healed. I'm not sure. I'm not his doctor, you know what I mean? But I'm assuming that cut should be healed by then, but maybe not. Then I also know he has some situations going on with that broad that he kissed or whatever, the little thought, the little thought that he kissed. She's bugging, man. Got her titties all hanging out, acting like men ain't looking. I hate, that's a different story. But anyways, and then he had his, I think the California took his license or something like that. But, and I'm not sure if California's on one accord with New York when it comes to guys with suspended license. You know what I mean? But either way, though, Pulev is not going to be available, and Konowski's not going to be available because he's going to fight, I don't know who, in July, or the summertime, June or July. All right. Andy Ruiz Jr. did say he wanted it, so it was good to hear that. It was refreshing to hear somebody to say they actually want the fight. You know what I mean? But Andy Ruiz came out and said, hey, man, I'll take the fight. He said it, not his manager, not his trainer, not his cut man, but Andy said it in an interview. He said, hey, I want the fight, man. I know I got Dimitrenko coming up in a couple days here, but hey, I'll take the fight. If everything goes well, I don't get injured, nothing crazy happens, I'll take the fight. And I believe Andy. Luis Ortiz. At first, I was like, man, why isn't Luis Ortiz in them? Now, I understand my man Cali said he spoke to them, and that's cool. But we all, the fans, we don't have, connections to, everybody doesn't have connections to Luis Ortiz. So I was wondering, like, damn, man. So I went on their Instagram and seen really no action. The last post they made on Instagram from when I checked, as of today, was April 9th. So they haven't been on there in a little bit. And then I went on his Twitter and they hadn't really posted anything in the last couple of days. But when has Luis Ortiz ever went quiet? Because a lot of fans were like, oh, why isn't he saying anything? He must be scared. He's ducking. It's like, nah, it got to be more to this. Because usually Luis Ortiz and his team is very vocal. Whenever there's an opportunity for them to step in as a opponent, they're always vocal. They were vocal with the Deontay Wilder thing. They've been vocal with Anthony Joshua for years now. So when I didn't hear anything initially, I'm like, man, something has to be. That's why I didn't speak on it right away, and I just kept saying Luis Ortiz is my first choice. Because I'm like, nah, Luis Ortiz don't have that. I mean, I'm going by just his track record and his history, not my feelings, but the track record. And he always raises his hand like that kid in class that got all the answers. Me. That kid, they got all the damn answers. Luis Ortiz always raising his hand to step in for those type of fights. So I knew it was something. And then for this news to come out that they have until Tuesday now, that lets me know that there was something going on behind the scenes. Everything isn't going to be released to us. Just the fans that are not in the know and don't have connections to these teams, whether it's Team Joshua or Team Ortiz, so on and so forth. All right. So for me, as a fan, I'm happy to hear that they're pushing it till Tuesday, because that just gives me the feeling that, okay, they're talking, they're in talks. All right. And sometimes in the media, guys got to remember, man, and it's not just Eddie Hearn. Okay. I know Eddie Hearn has a lot of fans out there, but whether it's Don King, Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, Floyd Mayweather, whoever it is that's a promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, they're always going to speak in good favor of their fighter. They're not going to put their fighter out there on Front Street. They're always going to speak in favor of their fighter. Like, come on, y'all, that's just promoting 101. I mean, come on, man. What promoter do you know? Well, a good promoter is going to talk down on his main fighter, his the cash cow of his stable. Never. Unless they fall out and the dude wants out of his contract, then he'll start talking shit. We know how promoters are, right? We know how promoters are. Promoter tell you that the fighter's the best fighter since Ali, and then as soon as or better than Ali, and then as soon as the fighter and promoter fall out, the fighter wasn't shit. They'll start talking shit about the fighter. But that's what promoters do. You guys ever seen the movie Janky Promoters with Ice Cube and Mike Epps? Promoters, they're going to promote. But regardless of all that, man, that was just a quick one. As usual in the morning, I'm driving, and I do appreciate you guys showing up. I only seen Joe Host. He was the first one to leave a comment. So salute to everybody that's probably tuning in right now, man. But I'm gonna leave a link to that article. If you're impatient, you don't want to wait for me to leave the link, you can type just Luis Ortiz name into Google and that article should pop up. But it's on Daily Mail, and they're saying that Luis Ortiz, according to that article, has until Tuesday to accept this fight. All right, so we'll see what happens. We will see what happens, man. Hopefully they get it made. The money situation, I mean, I really don't want to talk about the money, man. Look, for Luis Ortiz, I think the $6 or $7 million seems like a very good purse, in my opinion. But that's up to Luis Ortiz and his team. And I'm not even sure that that's what's being offered to them just because it was going to be given to Jarrell Miller. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're offering him less, if they're going to give him that purse, or if they're trying to get, or they're offering him more. I have no idea, man. But I guess all those details will come out, especially if the fight doesn't happen. I'm sure they'll come out. But hopefully they can just get behind closed doors and take care of all that. This is a great opportunity, to fight Anthony, especially if you think you could beat the guy. It's a good opportunity, and this situation is different to me than, like, let's say, like Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury trying to get the fight with Anthony Joshua, because to me they have more bargaining chips. Guys like Luis Ortiz, although I think he's formidable and I think he's the truth, I think he's a very good boxer, I don't think he has the bargaining chips like that to play cat and mouse for weeks and weeks and weeks. I mean, he has a couple days to try to figure out something. Guys like Adam Konowski and Pulev and all, I don't think they have the bargaining chips like that, man, to get in there with somebody like a Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury and try to, or Anthony Joshua, and try to call shots. But that's just my opinion. Curious to hear yours, man. My phone's about to die. Appreciate all you guys tuning in this morning, man, or wherever you are in the world at night or whatever. But right now it's early morning here in sunny but still chilly Minneapolis. All right. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm gone.